Fanfic Corner, presented by Jennifer. Ghost Clan, Chapter 3. Satine could still remember that terrible day as if it was yesterday. Before then, she was a normal 14-year-old girl. Or at least as normal as any 14-year-old girl can be when she's also a princess. She grew up knowing all about the Chimera clans that lived in Republic Kingdom, and would often play with the pups in Republic Clan. The last leader of Republic Clan, Kanan, encouraged his clan to interact with humans and wanted his young son Anakin to have a good relationship with Satine, since she would one day rule Republic Kingdom and Anakin would one day lead Republic Clan. She had loved watching the leaders of the different clans come to the royal forest to meet with Kanan on the first day of spring, summer, fall, and winter, and knew the names of every clan in Republic Kingdom and the names of each leader. Her parents insisted that she be on good terms with the Chimeras and know about them since they were the symbol of Republic Kingdom. But now Republic Clan was gone. The Chimeras that she had loved to play with had been killed. Kanan, his mate Shmi, and the others had been killed the night she lost her parents. Okay, so not all of them had been killed. Satine was fairly certain that at least 2 Chimeras were still alive, and that one of them was Anakin. By law, there had to be at least 2 Chimeras living in the royal forest at any given time, and it was one of the few laws that Palpatine couldn't change without risking the anger of the people. When Palpatine took over, the guards still loyal to her family had managed to get Satine out of the palace. In the days that followed, Satine and several loyal staff members had traveled to a small fishing village far away from the palace. There, Satine had grown up a normal teenager. She made friends, fell in love, married, and had a child of her own. The day started out like any other. In the 15 years since she had gone into hiding, Satine had established a daily routine. After getting up, she had made breakfast for herself, her husband Obi-Wan, and their 9-year-old son Corky. She had become capable at cooking and other household chores in the past 15 years. After kissing Obi-Wan goodbye as he left for work and seeing Corky off to school, she got started on her housework. The work of a wife and mother is never ending, she thought to herself. However, she didn't mind. She felt a certain kind of pride doing domestic work for her family. And today was particularly busy. It was Monday, laundry day, and that meant a week's worth of clothes, bedding, and other things that needed to be washed, dried, folded, and put away. She looked out the window. It was the first day of spring. 15 years ago, she used to watch the leaders of the different Chimera clans come to the seasonal meeting. But she hadn't so much as seen a Chimera pup in over a decade. And it was the pups she missed the most. Even as a teenager, she had loved watching the pups play on the palace grounds. She knew that there were still clans out there, but they were in hiding. She had also heard stories of a new clan. The people called it Ghost Clan because they would vanish into thin air. She had heard several people talk about the mysterious clan and even describe the leader. What had her confused was that the description of the Ghost Clan's leader matched Caleb, the leader of Jedi Clan, but she had heard that he had been killed. However, she did know he had a son her age, and wondered if he looked like his father. She had never met Caleb's son, though he had talked about him, so she knew his name was Kanan. So she had no idea if he looked like his father or his mother or a mix of the two. She also had no idea if Caleb's family had survived the attack on their clan. She hoped they did and secretly called the leader of Ghost Clan Kanan. A knock sounded at the door, pulling her out of her memories. "Coming," she said. Opening the door, she found the former captain of the guard. He and his wife, the former head maid, had managed to get her out of the castle the night she lost her parents and had brought her to the remote fishing village where they had taken care of her. While the villagers knew they were from the royal city, no one knew who they were and assumed Satine was their daughter. "Good morning," she said with a smile. They made their way to the kitchen for coffee. "I found out more about that clan you were asking about," the former captain said. "One of the merchants got a good look at the leader. He looks identical to Caleb." "That's what I heard too. I'm actually hoping that it's his son. I always liked Caleb. He was one of my favorite leaders before all this happened. I never met his son, though. Kanan never came to the meetings with his father." "From what I hear, Kanan and his mother Deppa managed to escape, along with another chimera and 4 other pups. If I remember correctly, Kanan would be about your age now, if he's still alive." "Tell me about the chimeras, Mom," Corky said as he helped his mother with dinner. "I've told you about them a dozen times," Satine said. "I know, but I love hearing about them." "Well, there are many clans, or at least there used to be, and they lived all over the kingdom. Of all the clans, 6 were well known among the humans: Republic Clan, Ryloth Clan, Jedi Clan, Mando Clan, Naboo Clan, and Coruscant Clan." "That's right. Republic Clan was also known as the Royal Clan because they lived on the palace grounds, right in the royal forest. Did you ever see one of them? I saw the members of the Republic Clan a lot and the leaders of the other clans 4 times a year." "I wish I could see one. Too bad there aren't any left." "There are chimeras out there," Satine said. "They're just in hiding. One day, maybe you will see one." "What are you two talking about?" Obi-Wan asked, coming into the room. "Mom's been telling me about chimeras," Corky said. "Have you ever seen a chimera, Dad?" "Once, when I was a kid, but that was a long time ago. Anyways, this weekend, how about the 3 of us go on a picnic?" "That sounds like fun. Maybe we'll see a chimera." "Don't get your hopes up," Satine said. "Chimeras have grown wary of humans." The day of the picnic was nice and warm. The family didn't get many chances like this to be away from the town. That meant that any chance they got, they took it. A lone howl rang out over the field, but the animal that made it was nowhere to be seen. "Sounds like a wolf," Obi-Wan said. "Maybe it's a chimera," Corky said. Satine didn't say anything. After growing up with chimeras living literally in her backyard, she knew a chimera howl from a wolf's howl, and that had been a chimera's howl. She didn't know of any clans that lived in the area, but with all the hunts, many clans had been displaced. There could very well be a clan living somewhere in the area, or possibly a family of lone chimeras. Something moved in the grass, but Satine was positive that it wasn't a chimera. She knew chimeras, and this sounded bigger. Satine was extremely concerned. She knew the devil dogs also lived in the area, and they weren't always nice. The grass parted, and a big red and black devil dog came out, fixing them with his yellow eyes, and growled. Picking up a nearby stick, Obi-Wan got between his family and the devil dog. The devil dog growled, clearly not afraid. "When I say to, you both run and don't look back," Obi-Wan said. Just as the devil dog was about to strike, a chimera jumped between it and the family. It was average-sized, with tan fur and a brown mane and tail. "Kanan," the devil dog growled. "Maul," the chimera said, not taking his eyes off his opponent. "Attacking humans now, I see. What's the matter? Chimera's too tough for you?" "Your father knew better than to taunt those stronger than him." "Who says I am?" Maul growled and launched himself at Kanan, only to be knocked down by something purple. Zeb growled at Maul. The purple chimera may not be as big as the devil dog, but he was just as strong. "Careful, Zeb," Kanan said. "You know how dangerous Maul is. Hera, take the humans to safety." A green chimera appeared. This had to be Hera. "Follow me," she said. She led them through the field towards a cave when another devil dog blocked her path, a blue one with red eyes. Hera growled at him. The devil dog just laughed. "Find females funny?" someone said. There stood a male chimera with a black mane and tail. "Din Djarin," the devil dog said. "I'm not afraid of a lone chimera." "You should be afraid of me," said another male chimera with a long brown mane and tail and a marking on the left side of his face. "After all, I don't travel alone." 4 more chimeras joined him. One was tan with a white mane and tail. 2 were tan with brown manes and tails, and the 4th was white with a black mane and tail. "Give us the word, Hunter," the big one said. "Steady, Wrecker," the one called Hunter said. "We don't start fights. We just finish them." Hera backed up slightly. If these males were going to fight this devil dog, she didn't want to be in the middle. The devil dog growled at the new chimeras before looking at Hunter. "Where's your pretty daughter?" he said. "She's safe," Hunter said. "Touch her and you'll be sorry," the white chimera said. Daughter? So there was a pup nearby. Hera had to find her and convince the others to follow her back to the valley where they would be safe. The devil dog rushed forward and the 6 males sprang into action. It wasn't a long fight. It ended when Wrecker fell on the devil dog, knocking him out cold. Kanan and Zeb ran up to them. "We have to go," Kanan said. "Now." "Come with us," Hera said, looking at the others. "Echo, with me," Hunter said. "Tech, Wrecker, Crosshair, go with them. We'll catch up." "I'll go with you," Zeb said. "Someone has to lead you to our home." "Fives," Hunter called as they approached the tall grass, and another chimera, tan with a black mane, looked up. "We've got to go. Now!" Hunter entered the tall grass and came out with a pup, tan with a blonde mane and tail, in his mouth. Echo ran into the tall grass as well, emerging with Fives and an elderly chimera. "It's okay, 99, Fives said. "Just lean on us." "We're going somewhere safe," Echo said. Din Djarin came up to them, also with a pup in his mouth, green from nose to tail. "Is this everyone?" Zeb asked. "Then let's go." They headed off as fast as they could, 99 leaning on both Echo and Fives. The others met them inside the cave entrance to the valley. "This way," Kanan said. "Follow us and stay close." "Where are we going?" Tech asked. "To the valley where we live," Hera said. "It's safe there." "With the hunts going on, nowhere is safe for a chimera," Crosshair said. "Our valley is," Zeb said. It won't allow anyone in that means harm to the residents, hunting and fishing aside." "Is it much further?" Fives asked. 99 is having trouble." "I'm fine, my boy," the old chimera said. "I'm just not as young as I used to be." "We're almost there," Hera said gently. The valley came into view. The group entered to find Rex, Bo-Katan, and Fen, along with Ezra and Sabine. "Mom, Dad!" Ezra exclaimed, running up to Hera and Kanan. "We heard the fighting," Rex said, coming up to his leaders. "We came to make sure everything was all right," Bo-Katan said. "And these two," Fen said, looking at Sabine. "And as for these two," Fen said, looking at Sabine, "Ezra refused to stay behind with the others, and Sabine wasn't going to let him go alone." "We're fine," Kanan said. "Maul decided to mess with some humans, and we met some other chimeras." "Din Djarin?" Bo-Katan said when she caught sight of one of the chimeras. "We thought you were killed in the attack on the clan." "I managed to escape," Din Djarin said, setting the green pup down. "I wandered the countryside for a while before I found this little guy. His name is Grogu. His parents were lone chimeras killed by the hunter." "By my fur," Rex said, seeing the others. "I never thought I'd see you lot again." "Hey, Rex," Wrecker said. "Where are your brothers?" "With the rest of the clan. We've been living here since we were pups. Kanan's mother Depa raised us." "We've been all over," Tech said. 99 looked after us." The female pup looked at the others from behind Hunter's front paws. "Well now, who's this?" Rex asked, crouching down to look at her. "This is my daughter, Omega," Hunter said. "Omega, this is Rex. He and his brothers Cody and Rexer used to be part of our clan." "It's nice to meet you, Omega," Rex said. "Where's your mate?" he asked Hunter, looking past him in case a female came out of the tunnel. "She was killed 8 years ago by the Hunter's devil dog, Thrawn." "We best be getting back to the rest of the clan," Kanan said. "The valley keeps us safe, but I'll feel more comfortable when the clan is together." Okay, for anyone who has a fanfic they'd like me to do a reading on for Fanfic Corner, or a short story they'd like me to do a reading on for Story Corner, feel free to send it to my Facebook page, Facebook group, or my Facebook group, I would say Tumblr account, but my Tumblr account is no longer active. A couple of things to keep in mind.